Hello and welcome. This is the first in a series of short videos in which I share the things that I learned while helping my daughter Ashley battle with schizophrenia. Hopefully the things that helped me get through the very difficult times, and which I believe were instrumental in Ashley's recovery, can also help you if you should find yourself in a similar situation. Some initial symptoms of mental illness can be angry, bizarre or dangerous behavior, disorganized speech, delusions, hallucinations, social withdrawal, apparent laziness or no motivation, and even the appearance of poor self-hygiene. Unfortunately, these are often thought to be just plain bad behavior, teenage rebellion, hormonal changes, drugs, or alcohol. In some cases, these reasons may in fact be the true cause of temporary issues. However, these classic symptoms of mental illness should not be overlooked or taken lightly. If the situation deteriorates to a point where medical intervention is required, it can leave us confused, dismayed, scared, angry, resentful, sad, or even overwhelmed. In addition, our relationships with our loved one may have suffered over the course of the undiagnosed illness. If this is the case, then healing this relationship is a key to moving forward. Remember, your loved one is still the same person they were before they got ill. They now just have an illness for which they need your support, along with appropriate treatment. In my case, I found that I quickly had to accept and deal with three main points. I had to accept mental illness is exactly that. It's an illness. It was not my daughter's fault that she was ill. She had no control over the illness and the symptoms that it produced. She was just an innocent victim. Secondly, I had to accept I could not fix it. In fact, all I could do was support her and help her to get some professional help. I soon found that there was no quick fix, and that this was going to be a long-term issue. I had to accept my life had changed, and I had to put my plans, dreams, hopes and expectations on hold. In fact, I had to adapt to a total new reality. I had become more than a single parent whose youngest child was in grade 12. I had become a caregiver to someone with a mental illness. This was a huge shift, as I now had to learn how to deal with regular crisis situations. I had to change a lot of my own personal feelings and attitudes, and learn a whole new subject matter so that I could help my daughter. I cannot stress enough that if you are supporting someone newly diagnosed with a mental illness like depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, or in fact any other mental illness, try to accept these three facts and it will help you to cope with your new reality. Mental illness can be devastating to families, especially if they do not understand that they need to change their thinking and accept that their life has changed. When I finally accepted these three things, I was much more able to deal with this instability, stress, and frustration of mental illness. These facts may seem simple to understand, but to fully absorb them takes time and effort. And I think the sooner you can embrace them and make them your own, the sooner you will find some relief from the anguish of mental illness. There is no easy answer or quick fix, but there is hope. I will be sharing some very positive aspects and outcomes in future videos to encourage you and to show that recovery can and does happen. Mental illness is a hugely complex subject, and by identifying some key points that work for me, I hope that I can help you to understand and cope with the impact that mental illness can have on a family. Remember though, that every situation is different, and I encourage you to seek professional help and support in your own community. Don't try and handle it all alone. There is help and support available to lighten the load, and I'd just like to thank you for watching this video, and check back soon for the next video that I'll be doing.